Hi, my wife and I sell on eBay out of our shed, and we don't get into electronics too much because we get a high return rate, which I'll get to in a little bit. But I just wanted to give you a couple tips on listing electronics to try to lower your return rate and any potential scammers that may do the old switcheroo on sending you a return. When I say the old switcheroo, I mean they'll return a broken electronic of the same model and keep the one that you sent them. But I just want to show you right here, I got a printer here that we picked up for very cheap. I think Janelle, my wife Janelle, found this for like $3 or $4. It's new open box, so it might be valued around $100 to $150. Used, they go for about $80. Just real quick, if you are a regular viewer, you've seen our previous video where I talked about this. It's actually missing the power cord. The power cord that came with it is the wrong power cord. I ordered one on eBay for $6 plus $2 shipping, so that'll be here in a few days. But when you photograph electronics, be sure to get any serial numbers in the picture. I'll do a specific picture zoomed in on that serial number. And then also sometimes there'll be a serial number on the actual box, if it's computer equipment and such. And I'll get another zoomed in picture of that serial number as well. That way, if you do get a return and something comes back, you can say, okay, yep, the serial number does match. They didn't do the old switcheroo on me, so that cuts out a lot of that type of scamming. I don't get too involved with, I know some people do like a UV pen to see it in black light, a little marker or something. I don't get too crazy about marking up people's products that they're buying. I don't want to put a signature on something they're buying or whatever, but that's pretty much what we do. I just wanted to give you that tip. I did want to note that as far as scamming, the closest experience we've had with a scam with electronic listing / returns is we have had a sketchy message from somebody saying that they wanted to return their item. I don't remember what the reasoning was, but just the way it was worded and the reasoning was kind of sketchy. And so I replied back to them. I said, hey, we will offer you a full refund, full return and everything, as long as you mail back the same product with the matching serial number. And once we receive that product, we will give you the full refund back. And we never heard from them again. They disappeared. They never filed the return. That was the other thing. I also told them, don't be afraid to tell your customers to file a return through the eBay website. Don't try, they'll try to message you to get a partial return. They'll try to con you into giving them their money back without filing that return because they think that you're going to be afraid of a return on your account to ding your account. Generally our return rate is low overall. So I constantly tell them, always go through the eBay website, file a return, print a packing slip, send it back. Once we receive the same item with the same matching serial number, we'll kindly give you a full refund. We stand behind all of our products, but darn sure going to mail back that same item, and it's going to be through the eBay website. That way, if there's any miscommunication or any disagreements, everything's been documented. But generally, our returns are usually because we find a lot of older electronics that we will resell. Like this printer, I'm sure may be an older model, and people will get it not knowing exactly what it's compatible for, not knowing what they can use it with, and it'll just not be, to what they were looking for, or it needed some software updates and they're not savvy enough to know how to get the software updates. So we've had a lot of returns in that aspect. And then the other biggest reason we get return on electronics is they're just plain heavy. I mean, they'll be small and heavy, meaning if it's a small package and heavy, it can get tossed around easily. And if it gets tossed around, it's going to have some gravity to it and potentially break and damage. We do the best we can to pack these. I usually try to do the Instapaks from American Bubble Boy. We're not sponsored at all or anything, so don't think that I'm getting paid to recommend them. They're expensive. I will warn you on that. Link in the description if you want to see what I'm talking about. But they're expandable foam packets that you can burst, and then it'll form foam all around this. So we do our best. We do a pretty darn good job packing these, but again, it changes hands so many times before it gets to that customer. We will not pay up for electronics anymore. If it's like a $300 stereo system or something and we can get it for $100, we won't bother with it. We just won't gamble the $100 because of the high return rate. But something like this, $3-4 for a possibly $150 printer, yeah, why not? If it gets returned, we're out $3-4 plus maybe $15-20 in shipping if it doesn't pan out the way we want it to. So hope this helped you out, and we'll see you on the next video.